Hey everyone, Human Shield 1991 back again, and this time we are here with the first ever episode of the Pokemon Blue Water type monologue. I'm very excited to get this thing going. I hope you are too. Of course, we are going to have to take care of a whole lot of business before we get going, but don't worry, we will get the point of this episode across fairly quickly. And as a note ahead of time, we are going to go over some basics, but keep in mind that all these basics are also in the description, so anytime you want to look it up, you can. Just go ahead and check the description. I'll have rules about this Nuzlocke, I'll have information on the channel, ways you can help the channel, all that stuff will be in the description, so go ahead and check that out. Also, I have playlists in the description for every past series I do. That includes a Pokemon Blue randomized Nuzlocke, a Pokemon Gold randomized Nuzlocke, which is still ongoing, and the recently completed Pokemon Red Nuzlocke. So go ahead and check those out if you're new to the channel. Now, additionally, if you're new to the channel, be sure to hit the subscribe button. We are on the road to the mythical 500 subscriber number. Pretty crazy, and I'm very grateful for that. And whether you're new or not, be sure to like, comment, all that good stuff. There is going to be a question of the day, and the question of the day for this video is, do you guys think we can do this? Do you think we can win? Now, you might be new here and you might be asking, HS, what are we winning? What could we possibly win here? And we gotta try to beat the game, but this isn't just a regular Pokemon Let's Play. This isn't even a regular Pokemon Nuzlocke. This is a Pokemon Water type monologue. And what that means, just so you know right from the get-go, a Pokemon Blue Water type Nuzlocke. By the way, I stumble over my words a lot, just get used to that. A Pokemon Blue Water type monologue means that we are playing under traditional Nuzlocke rules, except even more limited and even more difficult because we can only use Pokemon that are water type. Now, we're going to go over the rules really quickly, and let's see what we can cover. Now, first of all, there's the basic rules of the Nuzlocke that apply all the time. Now, let's get off this main screen and let's go here real quick, just to look at something different. Alright, now, first of all, the basic rules of a Nuzlocke. Number one, this may be the biggest, well, not really, but it's important. You must nickname every Pokemon you capture. Now, why is this a big deal? Because it grows attachment for you and your viewers for the Pokemon. And we have a special nicknaming rule for this one. We are naming every Pokemon we catch after commenters. Now, I have a fair bit of commenters, bigger than our channel should really have. We're a very active community down there, so because of the limitations of this game, who knows how many Pokemon we'll actually catch. You know, you might end up being one, you might not be one. And if you are one, you might not last. And the reason for that is, there is a huge rule in Pokemon Nuzlocke where if a Pokemon faints on your team, it is considered dead. What that means is if your Pokemon faints, you cannot revive it, you cannot take it to a Pokemon Center to heal it, you have to put it in either a death box or release it. Now, I do the death box so we can look at it and remember them, but some people release them, that's up to you. Now, I do have one slight modification to a rule. Typically, if all of your Pokemon on your team die and you white out, it's game over. I still have those rules, but only if I don't have Pokemon in the PC. Once I have Pokemon in the PC, if I have 5 Pokemon in my team, and I have 2 in the PC, and my 5 Pokemon white out, I can choose to continue going with the 2 Pokemon in the PC. But if I run out of those, then it's game over, because you can't revive anybody, so that's it. Now, when it comes to catching Pokemon, this is going to be tough. You can only catch the first Pokemon you encounter on a route. So if that Pokemon gets knocked out, or if it runs away, or if it uses Roar like Growlithe always does, and I hate it, you're out of luck. You lose that route. Now, there are some optional clauses that include dupes and species, which means, for example, if in a regular Pokemon Nuzlocke we caught a Rattata, and then we came across another Rattata later on, we could re-roll and look for a different encounter because we already caught a Rattata. At the same time, if we run into Eradicate, we can still do the same thing because Rattata is part of the same family. That's the species clause. Now, there is one huge clause I do include, and that is a shiny clause. There won't be a shiny clause in this generation because this generation didn't have shinies, so I guess it's not that important. Now, a few other points. The Nuzlocke doesn't officially begin until we're given Pokeballs. So, if our starter dies when in our first rival battle, that's okay. But as soon as we get Pokeballs, that's it. The Nuzlocke has begun and any death counts. So that's important to keep in mind. Another point, static and gift Pokemon are both allowed. So what that means is, in a regular Nuzlocke, if you run into an Articuno, if you already did Seafoam Island encounter, that's okay, you still can get the Articuno. If someone gives you a gift Pokemon, but you already caught something on that route or in that town, that's okay, the gift is an exception to the rule. Now, the only other exception to the rule is I'm allowed HM slaves, and what that means is, especially it'll be needed in these kind of series, and I'm hoping the monologues take off and we can do a whole bunch of these. But if, say we had just, I don't know, Bulbasaur or Squirtle on our team, but Squirtle, it can't use Cut, so what do we have to do? We can't use Cut, it can't use Rock Smash. You have to find a different Pokemon, catch it. You can't use it in any way except for the hazards, such as, smashing a rock to get by something, cutting to get by something. You cannot use it in battle. That includes switch-ins. You can't just switch in to let it die to save you a turn. None of that's allowed. Now, a few optional things. I generally avoid using legendaries, and I generally avoid the use of Master Balls. Okay, those are just optional. I won't say they're hard, fast, and steady rules, but they tend to be. I will use a legendary, for example, if it's a randomizer, but we don't have to worry about that here, and there's no water legendaries in this generation anyway. Okay, now we have the Monolocke exclusive rules, and we're just about ready to start going, so sorry, but we have to go over everything because some people are new, and that's part of the fun here. You can only use a water-type Pokemon. Now that's the point, right? That's the water-type Monolocke rule. We can only use water-type Pokemon in this entire Nuzlocke. Now there are a few exceptions. Now the first exception is, if something is, say, poison water, you can still use it because it still has water typing. The other exception, I'm going to call this the Eevee rule because it's the most fitting example. An Eevee evolves into a Vaporeon. Because of that, if we find an Eevee, we can use the Eevee. But if we come across a Water Stone, we have a Water Stone, or we can get access to one, we have to evolve it immediately. You can't just grind until you get to a move you want. You can't do anything like that. If you can evolve it, you have to evolve it. So, the inverse to that. It won't be a thing in this game, I don't think. But, for example, if something was a water type and then it evolved and it lost the water typing, if it evolved, you cannot use it anymore. You can stop it from evolving, but once it evolves and it loses that water type, it's done. It's a water type Monolocke. Alright, so, a few more things. The first catch on a route rule is an important rule. However, it is changed slightly for a Monolocke because it would just be incredibly unrealistic otherwise. So the rule is the first water type Pokemon you encounter on a route, and then the regular Nuzlocke rules apply. So for example, if we are walking in grass and we run into a Weedle, and we skip it, but then we run into a Poliwag after, Poliwag is water type, which means we can go for the catch. But the regular Nuzlocke rules then apply, so if we knock out the Poliwag, that's it. That's game over. Well, not game over, but game over for that route. Lastly, a few other things. I may grind more for this Nuzlocke. I typically avoid grinding, but we might really need to, especially around Surge's Gym, if we get that far. And I did make a few base changes to the ROM, but they're very minor. First of all, trade evolutions have changed. Because this is a ROM, we cannot trade to evolve a Pokemon. So for example, if we do have Poliwhirl, we can't trade it to become Poliwrath. As a result, trade evolution change. It's the Universal Randomizer. They give it a certain one. I don't know what it is. I'm guessing level 36 to 39, somewhere in that range. I can't remember for sure. But instead of trading, actually, I think Poliwhirl trades for Waterstone anyway, but you get the idea. Trading Pokemon, you don't have to trade. You can just evolve them at a certain point. And the only other thing I changed is the starters, of course, because this is a Pick Our Starter episode. It wouldn't make sense to have a Pick Our Starter episode if Squirtle was the only Water-type option, right? So instead what we did is we took every single Water-type Pokemon in Generation 1, put them in a random list, let it randomize, and the first 3 are the 3 that you're going to see. So without any further ado, that covers every rule. We've just been talking for almost 10 minutes. Let's get into the actual game. Let's go. Hello there, welcome to the world of Pokemon. My name is Oak, people call me the Pokemon Professor. This world is inhabited by creatures called Pokemon. Look at that jinx. For some people, Pokemon are pets, others use them for fights. Myself, I study Pokemon as a profession. First, what is your name? Now we are Human Shield, but we cannot fit that, so we become HS. Also, guys, I do very bad voices, but it's part of the fun here. I don't claim them to be good. Right, so your name is HS. This is my grandson. He's been your rival since you were a baby. What is his name again? And, of course, everyone knows our rival is always Jake, because hashtag I hate Jake down in the comment section below. That's right, we're starting this thing off with some anger and some rage. That's right, I remember now, his name is Jake. HS, your very own Pokemon legend is about to unfold. A world of dreams and adventures with Pokemon awaits. Let's go. Now, a few other notes just so you guys know, we're not going to stop to talk about it, but I do look everywhere, I explore everywhere, we take our time here. We're not speedrunning, we're not trying to beat the game as quick as possible, we are trying to explore the game and play it as I feel it should be played, how I choose to play the game normally, and I'm bringing that presentation to you. HS is playing the SNES. Okay, it's time to go. Now we have the PC. Do they have a potion in this generation? They do have a potion in this generation. Not bad. Not bad. Let's take a quick look. We have no Pokemon, obviously. Items with a potion now. And look at us. We're looking good. Looking good. It's already on fast. I had that set automatically. We are going to set it to set to make it a little harder. Battle animation's on, and that's where we are. Cool. So let's do this. We're actually pretty far into the episode because there's a lot of rules to explain, but... Right. All boys leave home someday. It said so on TV. Professor Oak, next door, is looking for you. There's a movie on TV. 4 boys are walking on the railroad tracks. I better go too. Cram full of Pokemon books. It's a lot of Pokemon books. Alright, look at this, look at this. I love the blue, even more than red, I gotta be honest with you. I just like the coloring. Can we read this? HS's house. Why are you reading my sign? I'm raising Pokemon too. When they get strong, they can protect me. Yeah, good luck with that. Pallet Town. Shades of your journey awaits. Oh yes. Oh yes. Nothing down here. We can't go fishing yet. Talk to me. Technology is incredible. You can now store and recall items and Pokemon as data via PC. That is incredible. Oak Pokemon Research Lab. Alright, before we go to you, let's talk to... what is this? Jake's house. And we'll talk to Jake's sister, Daisy, is it? Hi, HS. Jake is down at Grandpa's lab. You don't say. It's a big map. This is useful. Yeah, but you're not letting us do it. Is this a mirror or is this a window? Can't even look at it. Okay. And this is a town map. Nice. Alright. Cram full of Pokemon books. Same thing. Okay, we don't need to keep checking those then. And I guess we can just go to the lab. Now, what's going to happen is there's going to be no one here, I believe, and then we have to go up and get stopped, but we'll talk to people while we can. I study Pokemon as Professor Oak's aide. I study Pokemon as Professor Oak's aide. Professor Oak is the authority on Pokemon. Many Pokemon trainers hold him in high regard. Yo, HS, Gramps isn't around. Alright, you snooty little jerk. I don't like Jake, guys. I don't like Jake. Not one bit. Also, for those of you who are new, Jake is based off of a friend of mine. Hey, wait! Don't go out! Come on, Oak, hurry up. It's unsafe. Wild Pokemon live in tall grass. You need your own Pokemon for your protection. I know. Here, come with me. Alright, let's go. Let's go. I'm excited. I want to see what Pokemon we're going to have. I want you guys to see what Pokemon we're going to have. Gramps, I'm fed up with waiting. Jake, let me think. Oh, that's right. I told you to come. Just wait. Here, HS. There are 3 Pokemon here. They are inside the Pokeballs. When I was young, I was a serious Pokemon trainer. In my old age, I only have 3 left, but you can have one. Choose. Hey, Gramps, what about me? Be patient, Jake. You can have one too. Now, HS, which Pokemon do you want? Hey, I don't need to be greedy like you. Go ahead and choose, HS. Rude. Alright, guys, here we go. Now, as a reminder, because I don't think I covered this in the beginning, this is a Pick Our Starter episode. What that means is I'm going to look at each Pokemon once or twice, and what I need you to do is go to the comment section down below and tell me who my starter is going to be. Whoever gets the most votes is the choice. Now, I do suggest you think over about who you choose, because this is a harder game. Now, typically, I choose to give no influence whatsoever. What you guys pick is what you pick. Keep in mind, Gen 1 learn sets, and that's all I'm going to say before we get going. First up, Starmie, the mysterious Pokemon. Oh man, that is huge. 3 feet 7 inches, 176 pounds. Its central core glows with the 7 colors of the rainbow. Some people value the core as a gem. That is huge. Water and psychic types. So that's a dual typing right off the bat. Psyduck, the duck Pokemon, 2 feet 7 inches, 43 pounds. While lulling its enemies with its vacant look, this willy Pokemon will use psychokinetic, there we go, powers. Psyduck is very cool. 2 feet 7, 43 pounds, a good duck Pokemon. And lastly, it's Horsey. Horsey, the dragon type Pokemon, 1 feet 4 inches, 18 pounds, known to shoot down flying bugs with precision, blasts of ink from the surface of the water. Very cool. So once again, guys, we have as our options Starmie, the mysterious Pokemon, water and psychic type. We have Psyduck, the duck Pokemon, just pure water. And we have Horsey, the water type Pokemon, also just pure water. Now, both of these two can evolve while Starmie is fully evolved, so what we get with Starmie is what we get, while these two will, hopefully, if we make it that far, change overall. Now, I'm not going to tell you guys which one I want. You guys can look into the movesets yourself. I'm sure someone will post the movesets in the comment section so you can get an idea of what might be best, what might be hardest, what might be easiest. You guys can come to your own conclusion. I'm not here to judge that. I'm not here to guide you. I'm not here to hold your hand. You're here to guide me, and you're here to choose our starter. So that's what you're doing. You're picking our starter, and in the next episode, we are going to pick off from right here, and our journey will officially begin. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I'm Human Shield 1991. Once again, be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe if you have not already, as we're on the road to 500. Don't forget our question of the day, which is, do you think we can do this? Do you think we can beat this water type Monolocke? If not, how far do you think we can go? Let me know that. And of course, vote on our starter. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Until next time, later. Let's hit that outro.